Welcome to my first annual top 5 movies of the year. I already did top 5 games of the year, so check that out if you haven't. But yeah, I've been seeing some movies this year too. Yeah, and I often go to the cinema here in Paris because I have a cinema card. I pay 20 bucks per month and I see all the movies I want. It's heaven. So yeah, here's a mix of movies that I think maybe not many have in their list, but yeah. So let's get started. Yeah, and the 5th place goes to The Last Duel. Yeah, Ridley Scott's Last Duel in the way back time with knights. Like the story is heavy, and there's many problems with the story and maybe the acting. People are being criticized in the movie, but me, I loved it. It's like the production values. It just hooked me in so much. Everything is so well made, and I thought the acting was good. And how the story is told is, I think, it's great. But yeah, it drew me in so much. And just seeing Paris while the Notre Dame is being built, yeah, it was magnificent to see. Like, it's so interesting. Let's see. Yeah, I've been there, but a long time ago. Yeah, it's nice. But yeah, that's a great movie. Check it out. It seems not many people watched it, but I think many should. Alright, so next movie. And the 4th place goes to Fragile. It's a French movie. It's a simple movie. It's like a romantic movie, like a love movie. It pretty much does all the cliches you can expect. But I think the movie was made with such heart. It's like it felt very genuine, and it drew me in. Like I don't know why I love it. It's sometimes you just see a movie that speaks to you, and you're like, oh wow. It felt like such a nice time being there with the movie, and yeah, I haven't been able to let go of that feeling. It's yeah, it was great. Check it out. Maybe difficult to find for most people, but if you manage to see it, see it. Alright, next movie. Spiderman No Way Home. I'm a huge Spider-Man fan. Grew up with the comics. I loved all the previous movies. I enjoyed even the bad ones. So this movie, I was kind of scared to not like it. I mean, I knew I would like it, but I was scared not to love it. But yeah, it has such heart. Everything is made with such passion. It was like yeah, it was a treat. And just seeing, no spoilers, but just seeing everything come together in such good way. And for me, all Marvel movies, I watched them day one in the cinema with all the other fans, and just hearing people cheer and cry and clap and everything is it's an experience. So it's hard to not fall in love with the movie I'm watching. So yeah, and that happened with me with Spider-Man. So yeah, that's why it's in the list. And the 2nd place goes to The French Dispatch. Like, this movie was kind of made for me. It's like a love letter to a fictional Paris with all the romantic ideas you have of the city. And yeah, it's I have the same romantic drawing to Paris. Yeah, not much to say about the movie more than it's like, if I was rich and couldn't make any movie I wanted about my love for Paris, I would probably make a movie just like that. So it's like yeah, it's kind of like a kindred spirit made a movie for you, and you're like, oh, thank you. It's like a gift. So yeah, I loved it. yeah. Second place goes to... No, wait. First place goes to... Onoda. Yeah, I think this movie has gone under the radar pretty much for everyone. It's a difficult movie to explain fully. It's like during the Second World War, there were like Japanese soldiers that got stuck in an island, and they never knew that the war ended, so they continued their fight for years and years and years. So this follows a group of soldiers. Yeah, it's not like a war movie. It's just a group of men being stuck in the jungle. And this movie, something it does so well is like it has such a perfect balance of sometimes being funny, sometimes being like absurd, and while still being realistic, but also like serious. It combines all. It has such a good balance of all those things. Yeah, and I think it speaks a lot to like the human condition. It's like you're not just one thing. Sometimes you're serious, sometimes you're funny, sometimes you're just goofing around. Yeah, and that movie managed to do everything of those things. Yeah, give it a try. It might be hard to find. I have no idea, but I was lucky to catch it in the cinema. Yeah, try it out, and it's great. Don't let the serious matter of the movie scare you away from it, but yeah, it's a good watch. Alright, thank you, and please tell me your movies, what you watched and what you liked. Would love to hear, and see you next year. Bye.